What's up, everybody? This is Jon Mykala with Mykala Mortgage Planning at Dart Bank, and we're mixing things up today. Today I'm going to bring you a mortgage market update, and we're going to talk about sub 3% interest rates. You heard me, sub 3% interest rates, but it's not what you think. Stay tuned. Yes, interest rates have been at historic lows these past couple months. Some people may be getting below 3%. Some people. There may be a catch though. For example, my friend who lives out of state called me up last night. We started talking about what's going on with our families, how's life, and how he's buying a $300,000 home and his interest rate is going to be below 3%. But he started talking about how he's getting it for 1.5 points and all these other things, and a big red flag went off. When he started talking about the points, the first thing that popped into my mind were those ads I hear on the radio for the new cars or the new trucks. It goes something along the lines like, "Hey everyone, it's Jonathan Mykala with Big John Sweet Trucks, and I got a deal for you. This truck right behind me is $199 per month. Again, it's only $199 per month. Even comes fully loaded. You don't want to miss out on this special offer that we're running all the way until 2025.
Monthly payment subject to change. Price based on the Jonathan School Plan. Price does not include tax, title, license, wheelbarrow, ladder, or rakes."
Yeah, those advertisements. So that's why we're going to dive in here and talk to Jon Mykala of Mykala Mortgage Planning and Dart Bank and discuss why it's important to be careful when those other lenders quote you that sub 3% interest rate. So let's dive in and see what he has to say. So I'm joined here today with my dad, Jon Mykala, the senior banker at Mykala Mortgage Planning and Dart Bank, to discuss that scenario that I was talking about with my friend who's buying this new home. My friend here, he's buying a new home, $300,000 home. He was talking about how he's getting below 3% interest rate, and it's only costing him 1.5 points. Could you kind of explain to some people what the point system is and kind of what that may reflect or mean to them?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's actually a strategy that we're seeing right now, Jonathan, with rates falling to all-time lows. Some lenders, in order to attract people, are using discount points to quote lower interest rates. And what a discount point is, it's prepaid interest by a buyer up front that reflects a percentage of your loan amount. So in your friend's case, for example, let's say he's borrowing $300,000, 1.5 points is going to equal $4,500. In exchange for that money up front, the lender will then typically quote a lower interest rate. But that money is in addition to your normal closing costs. So if your normal closing costs are, let's say, around $2,500, you're actually going to end up out of pocket like $7,000 just in closing fees. So I try to take an approach of educating my clients as to whether or not that makes sense. And everyone has a different scenario. So when we review, we want to make sure that if someone elects to go that way, it really makes economic sense for them.
Yep, that totally makes sense. I mean, that's the one thing I feel like it was that lender basically cast that hook out there, set the bait, and he fell for it right away because,
Right.
When you hear, below 3%, I mean, it sounds appealing, but there's a lot of unknowns to that.
Yeah.
And I think you have other things that if people want to be able to, find out more things that may come up. I know he had mentioned something about a short-term rate lock, some origination charges that were coming up, and he really didn't know or understand that. And you recommend that having your clients call you up and walk them through that, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, those are all things that we review to make sure people are getting the best terms, and if they are out there shopping for rates, that they're having all the information to be able to make an accurate decision with it. So there's a great article by Money Magazine that just published some of this type of information, talking about those subpar interest rates and how they get there. So when you read between the lines, you actually see how these lenders are quoting with these additional full and fractional points. So,
well, thank you for taking the time to
thanks.
discuss that today.
Thank you.
If you want more information, give us a call up here at Mykala Mortgage Planning. Spencer or John here would be more than happy to help you out and answer any questions. Stay tuned for the next Mykala Mortgage market update, and we'll talk to you guys soon.